Hi everyone, I am Anil Kumar, motivational speaker. Today I would like to speak about a new technique which is very useful at your LLB examinations. You can score very good marks in the LLB examination. My dear friends, many of the students they don't know how to write the methodology to write in their LLB examinations. What KSLU expects, if you know very well about what KSLU expects, definitely you can able to score very good marks at your LLB examinations. Whether it could be 3 years LLB or 5 years LLB. So in this video, I am going to give a very good technique. If it is used at your LLB examinations, definitely you can able to score very good marks in all subjects. In this video, I am going to tell what Karnataka State Law University expects from the students, what kind of answers expects from the students. So that I am going to tell in this video, so that if you can able to adopt this technique and whatever I am telling right now, if you can able to apply in your student life, definitely you can able to score very good marks at your LLB examinations. So what I have to say today is, so your examinations, especially during 3 hours, what to be right, what not to be right, and what are all the methodologies you need to use in specific subject, legal subject. So those kind of things, if you know, definitely obviously you can able to score very good marks at your 3 years LLB and 5 years LLB. So just assuming it, today you will have the examinations of any legal subjects. You will have a 3 hours of time. So during 3 hours of time, what you have to be utilize 150% of time. First tip is time management is very important during your LLB examination. If you don't manage your time, definitely you will lose your marks and sometimes you may fail in the examinations. KSLU is a strict university. KSLU expects from students a lot, that you have to be, you should know, you need to know what KSLU expects. KSLU expects, my dear friends, 10 marks question and 6 marks question you will have. So in this video, I am going to specify about 10 marks question and 6 marks question, because now at present the syllabus is running what you call 80 by 20 pattern. So in the 80 by 20 pattern, you will have 10 marks questions 5 and 6 marks question 5. So within 3 hours of time, you have to be cover 10 marks question and 6 marks question. That is very important. So the evaluator will be issued the paper, means answer sheet they will issue immediately. What you have to do is first page you have to write your registration number. You mark it in the ballpoint pen, whether it could be black pen or blue pen, whichever you comfortable. First page you complete it, like subject code, college code, everything will be there. So that you have to specify it. And after that, you have to, once invigilators will issue the question paper, you have to go through questions properly. Many of the times what will happen, you may confuse the questions. You may confuse the question, so you will write all answers but wrong answers you will write. In that time you will lose marks. That is very important, that you have to be you have to go through questions very properly. Then after, what you have to do is, for each question, 10 marks question, so Earlier I used to tell first you prefer 10 marks question and you prefer, then after you have to write 6 marks questions. So in this video, main thing is that I would like to kind notice that nowadays even 6 marks questions also very important. In this video I am going to tell about the importance of 6 marks. I have seen one answer sheet, one student answer sheet I have seen. In the answer sheet on the first page, what we call we have brought photocopy from Karnataka State Law University. From there, what I have found is for all 10 marks questions they have given 444, and even 6 marks question also they have given 444. So he has got 44 out of 80, but he has got all 10 marks question also 4 and 6 mark question also 4. So in that situation what I found is 6 marks questions also very important. You have to give priority. Many of the students, what they do, they give priority to 10 marks question, they don't give priority to 6 marks questions. So you have to be careful. You have to be manage 10 marks question and 6 marks questions as a equal. So what you have to do is, so while writing your examinations, you have to start with synopsis. Why you have to write synopsis means, in the synopsis itself, so if you write synopsis, sometimes many of the students, they don't know the spelling of synopsis. Many of the students, have asked them what is the spelling of synopsis, but they couldn't able to tell. So my dear friends, while choosing your especially writing answers, you have to be specifically thorough about which language you have to be choose, whether it could be Kannada, whether it could be English, that you have to choose. If you don't know much about English, please don't prefer, because spellings is most important while writing your LLB examinations. First you start with synopsis, then after in the synopsis under you have to write introduction. Don't explanation introduction. So in the synopsis, after synopsis you have to write introduction, then after definition, then after you have to write with key points with elaboration, then after you have to write relevant case laws, relevant illustrations, then conclusion. This is called synopsis. What synopsis means, in the first page you have to write synopsis, then after what are the points you have been covered for 10 marks question and 6 marks question, that you have to write in synopsis. Don't explanation, introduction, definition, don't explanation, but in the first page you have to mention one synopsis, under synopsis, introduction, under introduction, then after you have to write meaning of the particular this thing, and after that definition, then after objectives or something like that, it is their relevant question, and relevant key points with elaboration, then after you have to write relevant case laws, then after relevant illustrations. Like that you have to specify in single line. Then after you have to start with introduction 3 to 4 lines. Then after meaning, what is the meaning of that particular word. Then after if definition, 1 or 2 definition, that is one definition is enough, because sometimes they may ask define. If they specifically they have asked the definition, then you have to write 2 to 3 definitions. Then otherwise 1 definition is enough. And meaning of the question, and what are the objective, subjective, whatever it is there, that you have to explain it. Then after key points with elaboration means for 10 marks you prefer, while writing or while preferring your question, you have to prefer which question has more key points. That question you have to prefer it. Some questions they don't have points, the relevant point they don't have. That question don't prefer. While writing your examination, you will have an option. So in that time, what you have to do, which question is good and beautifully you can able to explain, that you have to prefer. So you have to elaboration of introduction, definition, meaning, and after elaboration of key points. In the connected key point itself, you will have case laws. So for 10 marks question, you have to write minimum 2 case laws, connected case laws. There will be a section also you have to specify particular point. Then after relevant case laws, if it is applied, relevant illustrations, that you have to specify it. For 10 marks questions, at least 3 to 4 pages is required to explain about the all what I've told just now. So that is very important. And while managing your time, please don't take 23 minutes of 10 marks question, and don't take 10 minutes for 6 marks question. For 6 marks question also, very important, you have to write it in a systematic manner like what I have told. So for 6 marks question also, you have to make synopsis, you have to make introduction, you have to make meaning, you have to make definition, you have to make key points with elaboration, and then after relevant case laws, relevant illustrations, and conclusion. You have to specify in the synopsis, first page. Then after you have to start with introduction, 1 or 2 lines. Then after meaning and definition and objective, subjective, whatever key points elaboration and connected. For 6 marks question, at least minimum 1 case law and 1 illustration is required. So these kind of answers KSLU is expected from your all subjects. If you write in this manner, right? If you write it in a systematic manner, LLB is a systematic subject. Criminal procedure and civil procedure, what procedure they will be followed. Like way, LLB also is a systematic subject. So the KSLU will be expect. Many of the students I have seen, why we need to write introduction, why need to write synopsis, why need to write case laws, like that they tell. But this is a systematic subject, we have to be write systematically. That is very important. So without head, how can be a man? Without legs, how can you a man? So man should be a complete. The head should be there, body should be there, and legs should be there. Like that, everything should be there. Then only you will be called as man. So otherwise, you will be handicapped. Handicapped answer, the KSLU don't expect. So you will get, if you write handicapped answer, definitely you will be failed, or you may get very less marks. So if you complete, complete answers means what I have suggested, like way you have to be followed. So synopsis is very important. From the synopsis itself, you have to write, what are all the explanation you have to be write, that you have to mention in the synopsis. Synopsis is very important. So like this is like in Kannada Pakshi Nota. What we call, if we write, if we see, if lecturers see your answers in first page is very important. You have to be mentioned synopsis, introduction, meaning, definition, objectives, and relevant case laws, relevant illustrations, and conclusion. If you write, the evaluators will get very confident on your answers. So then after you have to explain. So I can in the further video I can give one model answers who has written very well in the examination, what he has followed the methodology, those kind of things in I will explain in the next video. So with answers, how he has written, how he has made, and even presentation also is very important. I used to say always you have to underline it, like key points, case laws, connected points, those kind of things, definition, introduction, conclusion, you have to make underline it. So if you make underline it, definitely you will your answers will be get attracted. Nowadays everyone knows that digital valuation, there is no hard copies will be sending to lecturers to you evaluate your paper. Online means digital valuation will be done by Karnataka Law University. They used to scan it, your answers. After scanning sheet, they will be sent it to lecturers for evaluations. So scanning should be attractive. While seeing itself, your answer should be attracted to be the lecturers. Then only you will get very good marks, and you can score very good marks in the LLB examination, and as well as definitely we can get very good score if you write very well in their examination. Many of the students are struggling to get pass even. Do you forget about more marks or good score, they are struggling to get pass. So many of the students have been disqualified from the university because they will be giving chance for 3 years plus 5 years, 5 years extra, one golden chance they may given to write their LLB examination. After completion of 4 years and 10 years also, they couldn't able to complete their course. That is so that my worry is to, so you should not be like that. You have to be study in a systematic way, and you have to I am supporting a lot in all aspects. Even I do prepared notes. I have all notes, and please you can get those notes so that you can able to score very good marks. And as well as I have created most important questions. Most important questions are very important. So if you go through those most important questions, definitely, obviously, we can able to score very good marks in your LLB examination. I hope this video have been clarified about what is the methodology to be used to score at your LLB examinations, and what Karnataka State Law University expects answer from LLB students. Those kind of things have been explained. I hope this video will be going to useful for your upcoming LLB examination. What I said, you follow it, definitely you can able to score. Your methodology of answers is very important. So if you present well, you can get very good marks in the LLB examinations. Once you get very good marks, you will get satisfied with your answers, and you will get satisfied with your marks, and after that you will have a very bright future. So my advice is to please be prepare for upcoming LLB examinations. Please be prepare your own notes if it is possible. So many of the things have been explained in the earlier videos. Please do subscribe my channel LLB coach and motivational speaker, so that you will notified very good videos pertains to your 3 years LLB and 5 years LLB pertains to Karnataka State Law University, Hubli. Thank you.